bad shape. Let's look at Mark 16:17. Mark 16:17. Will somebody please read that for me?
It says, "And these signs shall follow them that believe. In my name shall they cast out devils. They shall speak with new tongues. They shall take up serpents, and if they drink anything deadly, it shall not harm them. Excuse me. They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover."
Those that believe. We gotta start working toward that. How many of us have the ambition to do it? Raise your hand if you have the ambition. Oh, I have the ambition to do it. Do you know it's been my ambition ever since I found the Lord. Lord, I want to do these things.
Just do it. Like,
you know what?
I go to the school of prophets and they train people in their gifts. So when you said people don't lay hands, they do. Everywhere I go, people always lay hands on me.
Nobody lays hands on me.
Going through something, but they do, and I've healed or whatever.
And just like Betty said, you got to reach out and step out and do it. It's just not gonna come to you. The Lord sees you walking out on faith. Just like when my grandmother died, I put my hand on it. I said, Lord, you said that I can raise the dead. And if she didn't rise, I hadn't grown to that yet. But I tried. I stepped out on faith. I did what the Lord said I could do. I said, rise up. Spirit, come back to the body in the name of Jesus. And it didn't happen because I had not come to that point. But you know, one day, if I continue to pray and continue to believe, one day I'm going to raise the dead. It's already happening over in Africa. They're raising those people up out of those coffins.
That's right. They over in there is wonderful because they see constant miracles. It's one of the things that brings about such a wonderful salvation.
Let me stop this.
You know, Western world thinking as far as the word of God is very different from how they believe and how things ought to be. You know, this is really Eastern book, but yet universal. But we're so. Let's take the United States as it is. I tell a lot of people, we're so free till we're bound. We're fat, lazy, and bound because we got all this freedom to do. And other places, they're dying and being tortured and sneaking to read this, having church underground and being lives being threatened or necks being cut off because of this book. We take it for granted and it's over on the coffee table gathering dust, or we don't have time for it. But once a week, when the preacher splits it, we don't have time we don't make a time to spend time with him. You want to know how to grow with the Lord, just like you grow in a relationship with a man or woman. What do? Spend time. Thank you. You spend time with him. You want to get to know him. You want to know about him. It ain't even complicated. He didn't even make this complicated. He didn't even make it complicated. I mean, the experiences that you can have with him without nobody around, no musicians, no preacher, no nothing, are more precious than any, outside setting that you can have. And it's those moments that he has revealed himself, unto me that, like seared in my mind. And nobody can take that from me. You can fuss all day about what you don't believe. A man with an opinion with experience is never at the mercy of a man with an opinion. Now, when you have an experience with him, then you can talk to me.